Do I have some shit to say? I'm talking about the whole beauty guru thing that's blowing up right now, especially Laura Lee. Let me just say, I'm someone who started to do makeup at a very early age. I started at 13, and I started by watching Jaclyn Hill. And from there, like, she was, to me, she was, her and like Michelle Phan and like a few other ones that aren't as important were like the only ones who did makeup. And then like there were other ones, all the other ones that are like really famous now came later. And so I was really inspired by makeup videos, and that's how I learned how to do makeup. So I really was inspired by all of these people that I'm going to be talking about at some point in my life, and I have probably done makeup looks by them. So I am from good old Alabama. In fact, I'm going to college right next to Montgomery, where Laura Lee is from. Let me tell you what happened if you don't know. Laura Lee sent out a racist tweet. That it doesn't end there, because Jeffree Star is known for having a racist past, and then we saw in Shane Dawson's video, he explains it, and it doesn't make it okay, but he really is sorry about that, and you can tell. And that doesn't like make it any better, but I feel a more sincere apology from Jeffree Star. You can take it or leave it. I understand if you don't, but I personally forgave him for it the first time he apologized. Now, Laura Lee, what I don't appreciate is the fact that she, her statement after people had brung up those old racist tweets that she had, was that she was from a little old town in Alabama and she didn't know any better. And now most people just blow over that because they're not from Alabama. They don't understand. But let me tell you, what bothers me is when people make us seem that we're unintelligent, that we're not smart, that we're all just a bunch of big racists here. And that is not the case. There is all kinds of people here, just like anywhere else. And especially in Montgomery. Are you kidding me? So that made me livid. And people from Alabama all the time are like just made out to seem like we're just so dumb and we're racist and all this bunch of mess, where that is the case for some people, but there's racist people everywhere. Why would you blame it on Alabama? You, first of all. That makes me so angry. And if you see me keep looking over, I'm trying to see like if my roommate ever comes in, because I don't want to look stupid. But anyways, another thing happened where Gabriel Zamora posted a picture. Hold on. I'm gonna keep talking. I keep hearing noises. Okay. Gabriel Zamora uploaded on his Twitter this picture of Laura, Manny, him, and Nikita Dragon. Gabriel Zamora is one of the, this is how I see him, you have your right to your own opinion, but I see him as one of the influencers who are kind of right here while everybody else is up here. To me, he's just like kind of there, you know? He's there with the big ones, but he's not really a big one yet. Or he probably won't be now. But he posted this thing, and they all the beauty gurus tried to recreate Kylie's birthday picture by doing the thing. Like, all of them were doing that in the picture. And which could be iconic, right? So that's what all the beauty gurus thought. But Gabriel Zamora posted while the Jeffree Star series was out or coming out or something like that. He posted all of these comments. He didn't at Jeffree Star, but it was so obvious it was about Jeffree Star and bringing up his racist past and stuff like that, with that as the narrative, like for his picture, the caption, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I don't do Twitter. And yeah, that happened and caused this whole thing. And so I really don't appreciate beauty gurus calling Jeffree Star out when I don't really even know what he did to them specifically. You know what I mean? It's just kind of really petty and stupid. I understand he was racist at one point, but what does that have to do with you? There's no, like, how am I trying to say this? Because there's no excuse for racist comments. But, I shouldn't say but, because that makes it seem like I'm excusing it. How am I trying to say this? Okay, all of these people have like their little beef with Jeffree Star. But nobody knows what the fuck Jeffree did. Nobody knows what he did to them. And it's kind of just like, okay, really, come on. Like, what? I would understand if they were being all kinds of petty if I knew what Jeffree Star did. So that's why everybody's on Jeffree Star's side. And now, look at what's happening to them. They're losing a ton of subscribers and views and stuff like that. So I'm just really pissed at Laura Lee. If you saw her apology video, it was hilarious to see somebody try to apologize like that. It was so ingenuine. She was trying so hard to get a tear to come out. Like, the acting was so terrible. So bad. And I'm not saying that because I'm like a theater person. Anybody with eyes can see that she is a terrible actress. And I know this sounds rude, but I think there's a special place in hell for people like Laura Lee, because I really don't appreciate how she's thrown Alabama under the bus. Because, I mean, you're blaming the whole state. Come on. I'm from Alabama. I've lived here my whole life. That's so rude. And you grow up here too. You grew up here. You were raised here. Your family lives here. Why? Why would you do that? That is so rude. And the fact, here's what made me, and this is kind of, this probably might bother y'all a little bit, but, hold on. What made me dislike Laura Lee, it was before this whole shebang happened. I had stopped following her and I unsubscribed from her and everything. My sister brought up this point. Now, do I look up to my older sister? Yes. But she doesn't, like, you know, influence everything that I do. But she brought up a good point. She was like, I don't like how, I didn't even think about this. I don't like how she made her brand Laura Lee Los Angeles. And I was like, why? And she was like, well, you gotta know your roots, honey. Like, she talks so southern. Like, you can so tell she's from Alabama, but she so pushes it away. And I'm like, what the I mean, everybody is different. You can't blame a whole state for being like, wait. You can't. Everybody's generically blaming everybody with no point. Nobody is saying what the heck is going on. There's just a bunch of pettiness, and that's what I don't appreciate. We don't know. We can't blame anybody. The audience can't blame anybody because there's nobody to blame. You're not telling us what happened. You're just saying, you're just being petty and not adding them and bringing up their racist past and stuff like that. And then that's just awful. In Manny MUA's video, I felt like his was a little bit more genuine, but it was so generic too. Like, I really just want to know what happened. Why does everybody hate Jeffree Star? Like, I know he used to be crazy and hateful, and I know he's a lot, but wouldn't you know that when you were going to be friends with him? I don't know why he's so much forgivable to me than all of the other influencers. I just feel, I don't know. Manny MUA, he's fine. I understand that. I can always tell that Manny MUA has good intentions. But Laura Lee, I was over her way before. I was over her probably at the, like, first couple months of 2018. So basically when 2018 started, I was done with Laura Lee. Just because my sister brought up that point, and she always pushes Alabama away, and I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's right to her fans that are from Alabama. Like, she doesn't even like us. She's not gonna give us the time of day. Like, is she ever gonna do a damn meet and greet here? No, because we're all just a bunch of racists. You know, like, I just can't forgive her for that. I understand if you do. Okay, really, I don't understand if you do. Like, I saw somebody posted on Instagram that they thought that everybody was making a big deal out of what Laura Lee had did. And I understand that because everybody forgave Jeffree. Some people didn't. But a lot of people forgave Jeffree really quickly. And a lot of us aren't in that situation and can't form an opinion on that. I'm one of those people. Because I'm white, I can't make an opinion on that. But I do think it's wrong. 100% wrong. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But all I'm saying is that I'm done with Laura Lee. And Gabriel Zamora, I didn't really care about him before. I don't really care about him now. Nikita Dragon, I haven't really looked into her yet. Who cares? And Gabriel Zamora is mad at Manny, but we don't know why. And I'm like, come on. Like, Gabriel, like, okay, Manny tried to go over there and apologize to, Manny tried to go over to Gabriel and apologize for what he did. but Gabriel shut him out, allegedly. So what I'm hearing is that Manny tried to go over to apologize to him and had good intentions, but Gabriel shut him out. But there's probably more to that story, but we don't know it yet. I think YouTube is starting to collapse, honey. This is some real tea. And I find it really funny. Really funny. That their pettiness is finally catching up with them now. And Jeffree Star got the heat for so long, and we all thought he was terrible. And now look what's happening. You know, I think they're all kind of shitty, aren't they? Aren't they? I don't know. We all make mistakes, but Laura Lee, once I saw in Philip DeFranco's video that she called out Alabama people for her being racist, that's when I was done. That's when I was like, oh no, ma'am. No. That is so incredibly awful of her to do that. And you could say I'm pissed, okay? Because I'm so pissed. But that's just me. Yeah, I think my rant is over. If I have more to say, if I catch up on some more tea, I'll make a part 2 and upload it later. But yeah, that's it. I don't really know how to outro, because I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a YouTuber. Don't get too excited. Okay, bye.